And if anything can give Bayern encouragement, it's that 3-0 deficit that Juventus took to the Bernabeu in the last round, which they almost overturned.
Yeah, and the frailties of Navas. They saw they're vulnerable. This is not, I would say, this is the weakest Real Madrid in the last 3 years. You know, the 2 previous years have looked at the real deal. I think this year they've not, to me anyway, they've not looked like a team that would win this competition. They're not a team that looks, well, they didn't come anywhere near winning their own league. And I think they've got general vulnerabilities about them.
Which we saw in that Juventus game.
I think the goalkeeper and some of the defending has not been up to scratch, and I think they're over-reliant on Ronaldo now. Benzema's had a stinking year. I mean, they're so off the pace in their own league. I think that justifies everything I'm saying. You know, they're not the Real Madrid of the last 2 years, but they've dug it out in this competition. But I don't see this tie being over. I think Bayern Munich are more than capable of going to the Bernabeu and scoring goals. You know, Navas there, that's not what you see from top goalkeepers.
And yet, Brian, they always seem to get it done. Is it a case, as Graeme says, that they've been getting away with it, or is it about a winning mentality that this team have?
Well, I think something significant about that game, Juventus, Sergio Ramos didn't play. And that, I think he and Ronaldo are their key players. He's the organiser, he's the leader, he's often the most passionate player who can pull out a goal when they need one badly, as in the final against Atletico Madrid a few years ago when it was heading towards extra time. I think he's a very important player. But they have that mentality. I think they've been coming to the boil in this competition, 15 points behind Barcelona in the league, very much concentration on this. They left him out of the league match at the weekend against Leganes to keep him right. He scored 9 goals against Bayern Munich in 7 games. You can get any stat you like on the number of goals he's scored this season. I think he's at 28 in his last 18 games for club and country. Such an important player to him, and he didn't have a shot on target in the first game. That's not likely to happen tonight. Modric, Casemiro out of it. Marcelo, he scored 3 goals in the knockout stages this year. He's got a goal in each of the games. So they've so many quality players, but there are weaknesses, as Graeme has said, and there are young players playing tonight.
How much of it, Graeme, is down to that experience of having those guys have won multiple Champions League World Cups as well?
It's about, when you say that experience, what you're talking about, really, I think it's important. You know, things go wrong in games. You know, if you find yourself 1-0 down in tonight's game, those players are big players, used to playing under pressure. They will still want the ball. You know, the white hankies might come out, they'll still want the ball. That's what big players do. You know, when the punch on the nose comes, you know, when you go behind, when you're having a bit of a stinker, you still take part in the game. And that's what Real Madrid have got. They've got a team of players that believe they can go and win this for the 3rd time. Whether they will or not, I think if they do this time, I'll come back to it. I think this is the weakest Real Madrid we've seen in 3 years.
There you go.